Hey there, Sag, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot. This is going to be a reading for June 10th through June 23rd, and we're going to look at your past, your present, and your near future energies. Also, Sag, if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. Oh, didn't like that. 3 more shuffles. Sometimes the cards just fall out wrong. Interesting. Okay, so the main energy for your reading is the Three of Swords. There is an energy here of a fear of heartbreak, and I don't feel like you're actually experiencing this heartbreak. I feel like you're just afraid of experiencing it. Because what I'm seeing here is a lot of positive energies, a lot of, there's definitely not good energies, and then there's the Three of Swords, which doesn't really line up, which is letting me know that this is more of fear, but we'll see when we clarify. In the recent past, you get the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Devil. There is really awesome energy here. There's open communication. There's equal give and take in terms of your energies. I feel like you're very open and communicating with somebody. You're exchanging energies. You guys are meeting each other halfway in terms of the amount of energy that you're investing in this connection. With the Devil showing up here, though, I feel like there's a bit of an unhealthy pattern happening either for you or for the other person, or when the two of you come together. We'll see what this is about when we clarify, but it's almost like somebody here has a very distorted view of the reality of the situation. Now, in the current situation, you get the King of Wands, the Fool, and the Hanged Man. You're very confident in the current situation. Your energy is very bold, it's very confident. There's a lot of, I'm not afraid, like, you know, I can take a risk. If you present me with a challenge, I can face it. I can deal with it. No problem, no concerns. With the Hangman here, though, I feel like there's something that you're meant to not do. It's almost like you're meant to stop yourself from doing something. Because what I'm seeing here, I'm getting a visual of like you bungee jumping off of a cliff, and it's just like, okay, I can do this. I can bungee jump, no problem. And Spirit's kind of like, yeah, maybe let's pump the brakes on this, you know? Like maybe let's take a look at everything, right? And the Hangman is in the same row as the Devil in the recent past. So I feel like there's some sort of distorted view of the situation between you and somebody else here. In the near future, you get the Queen of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Knight of Pentacles. You're definitely feeling very confident, very nurtured within yourself. Like you can depend on yourself. You have everything that you need within you. But there is something here which you're not seeing in the near future, which is kind of, again, Spirit's kind of being like, hey, move slow. Move slow. I don't know what this is. This is so vague. Let's clarify. Let's take a look. I want to take a look at the Three of Swords and see what that is, because that's the main energy for your reading. The Three of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Page of Pentacles. I feel like there's somebody here that you are very, very attracted to, okay? But there's also a lot of confusion surrounding this person. I feel like either they're breadcrumbing you or you're breadcrumbing them. I do feel like they're the ones breadcrumbing you, though, where it's causing you to be very confused. Because on the one hand, you're so drawn to this person. You're so attracted to them. You're like, oh my gosh, this is the person that I want. On the other hand, you're also kind of like afraid of making the wrong choice, making the wrong move when it comes to this person, because there's the potential for heartbreak, because you see yourself as like, oh my gosh, I could actually get hurt in this. And so I feel like you're approaching this very, very carefully, very cautiously, where you're not giving this person much. Like you're giving them this much of your energy when you've got this much to give, but you're not giving that much because there's a bit of like, oh my gosh, I might actually get hurt in this situation, emotionally hurt. Let's take a look at the recent past. I want to see what the Six of Pentacles is for you in the recent past. Six of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Ace of Cups. Again, you're very, very determined here to restore a sense of balance. There's definitely love here, and I do feel like this is a new connection for you. You're definitely determined to restore this sense of balance, to have equal give and take between you and this person. But for some reason, you're not doing it. And again, you get the Hangman in the current situation. It's almost like you know what needs to be done, you know how to do it, but you're stopping yourself from actually doing it. I don't know what this is, right? I don't know why you're stopping yourself, because this is beautiful energy to achieve, right? Six of Pentacles is like equal give and take. You and this person are working together, exchanging energies. It's a good energy. But for some reason, you're showing me, no, it makes sense for me to not do that. I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't be doing that. I'm like, okay. Let's take a look at the Eight of Wands in your recent past. The Eight of Wands is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, and the Hermit. Something here confused you. You and this person, there's some form of communication that you had. Maybe it was a conversation that you had. Maybe it was something that they said, which kind of really confused you. And not only did it confuse you, it set you on guard. You're kind of like, oh, wait a minute. And I feel like after you had this conversation or after you had this communication with them, it not only did it confuse you, it kind of, set off a little bit of alarm bells for you, and you kind of just withdrew. You kind of went in within yourself, and you're kind of like, you know what? I need to withdraw myself from the situation because something here just doesn't feel right. And again, I don't know if I don't feel like you said something. I feel like this person said something to you, and you were kind of just like, that's a red flag. I don't like that. Let's take a look at the Devil in the recent past for you. The Devil is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. You're showing me here that you're gaining a clarity that you want to be independent. You want to be single. It's almost like you don't want to pursue this connection anymore. Again, it could be the other person, right? Where they may have this toxic pattern of being like, oh, you know what? This isn't working for me. Or, oh, you know what? I think it's better if we just see other people. It's kind of an energy of like, the way I'm seeing it, it's like you're realizing that this other person's like a player, right? Like they're not fully committed to you, like they're not fully into this. But the reason the Devil is showing up here is because this perception that you're getting from this person is not accurate. And I'm not saying that you're misunderstanding this. I feel like this other person is putting on a fake persona, a fake facade to kind of deceive you a little bit. It's really weird because the energy that I'm getting, it's like this person does want you. They do want a relationship with you, but for some reason, they're telling you that they don't. It's almost like they're trying to convince you that they want to be single and they want to be out there, when in reality, they don't. And that's why the Devil is showing up here. Let's take a look at your current situation. I want to see what the King of Wands is for you in the current situation. King of Wands is clarified by the Moon, which you get in the near future, the Devil, which you just got, and the Four of Wands. There's something that you're not seeing about this connection. There's a lot of insecurities I can see tied up to this connection when it comes to you. And so on the surface, you're showing up as very confident. You're showing up as very much like, I can handle this, no big deal. I know I'm hot shit, like no worries. I feel like you're kind of lying to yourself and to this other person a little bit, because what I'm seeing underneath the surface, there's a lot of insecurities bubbling up here for you. And there's a lot, and you're not really showing them to this person, right? You're also putting on a fake mask to try to convince them that you're all good, right? What they said doesn't faze you. What they're presenting does not faze you, when in reality it does. I feel like it scares the shit out of you. But this person, this connection is bringing up some insecurities for you. I don't know exactly what they are, but you are showing me like these things that I've been burying deep within me. They're kind of coming to the surface. Let's take a look at the Fool for you in the current situation. The Fool is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Six of Pentacles. You're entering this energy of, you know what, maybe we can figure this out. Maybe we can wipe the slate clean. Maybe we can work through this conflict and restore this energy of equal give and take, right? You got the Six of Pentacles in the past where it's like, I know how to restore balance, but for some reason I'm not going to do it. In the current situation, you're in an energy of like, you know what, let's just, let's leave the past in the past. Let's wipe the slate clean. Let's work through this conflict. Let's just make things work, right? We work together at some point. The energies flowed at some point. We don't have to let all this bullshit mess with us, right? We can work through this. Let's work through this. Let's take a look at the Hanged Man, though, in the current situation. The Hangman is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Empress, and the Tower. You really do care about this person. You do have a lot of love for this person, and you're almost viewing this person as like the person for me. But this feels like it's not built on a solid foundation, which is why you keep stopping yourself. Now I understand why you didn't fully express and open up in the recent past. I feel like this person is confusing you a little bit, and you feel like you have these feelings for them, but they don't feel solid in terms of like if you were to express how you felt, you don't trust that the other person would reciprocate that. It feels like the foundation on which this relationship was built feels shaky, feels unstable for you. And that's why you keep stopping yourself. That's why you keep, not expressing how you feel or only showing up a little bit or like you definitely do care about this person a lot, but because the foundation doesn't feel solid, it doesn't feel like you built it. Like it's kind of like a house of cards. You're kind of afraid here. Now that makes sense. Let's take a look at your near future. I want to see what this Queen of Pentacles is for you in the near future. The Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Eight of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Somebody here is emotionally detached. They're showing up, or they're trying to emotionally detach, and I don't feel like this is you. They're showing up as, hey, I'm working with you, right? I'm giving you energy, you're giving me energy back, but they're not. They're not. They're working with you from an emotionally disconnected place. Their heart is not in this. Or they are trying to work with you, but for some reason, they keep having to maintain this emotional detachment. They keep having, like, they're not allowing themselves to fully commit to this, is what I'm getting. It's almost kind of like, I don't even know how to explain the energy that I'm feeling. It's like they're working with you on the surface. They're like, hey, let's meet for coffee. Let's work this out. Let's talk. Let's this, let's that. They're disconnected, though. They're not allowing themselves to feel the feelings, and this is a form of self-sabotage that this person does. I feel like, again, remember in the recent past how I said they're putting on this facade of, I want to be single, I'm not fully in this? I feel like in the near future, that's the same thing. They're telling themselves, or they're trying to present a picture of, I'm working with you. Deep down, they're not. They're not allowing themselves to get emotionally invested in this. Let's take a look at the moon in the near future. Oh, the moon is clarified. Okay, I'll take it. The moon is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, Page of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. All these fears, all these insecurities that you carry in the current situation, tied up to this connection, that shifts. It's almost like something happens in the near future where spirit comes in and it's like, hey, you know what? All these fears and insecurities, forget about them. And it's almost like you do. It's like one day you just shoop. Your heart opens up and you're willing to invest the energy in this and you're willing to make things work and you're willing to put in the work to make this happen. I feel like at some point in the current situation, your fears, your insecurities are really holding you back because you're scared that this person isn't going to work with you. You're scared that this person is just not committed to this as much as you are. And I feel like in the near future, that fear is going to go away. You're just going to be like, you know what? There's no point in being afraid. There's no point in allowing my insecurities to take over. And I do see you kind of investing the energy to make this work. And you get the Ace of Wands, which is all about a brand new passionate beginning. I like that. I wonder what's changed here in the near future. And let's take a look at the Knight of Pentacles for you in the near future. The Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the Strength, the Ten of Cups, and the World. It's a slow process. It's a slow process, but something here is coming to an end. And it's difficult for you to deal with that for some reason. I don't know what's coming to an end here because you're showing me I'm happy. I'm moving slowly, but I'm happy. But something's coming to an end. I don't know what it is. You're not showing me. You're really not showing me. I don't know. Your reading was very... you weren't giving me much here. Let's just say that. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind. From the universe, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. You have everything you need within yourself to feel stable, to feel emotionally balanced. And I feel like you do, but you're almost waiting for this happiness, this external source of happiness to come to you, right? And again, I do feel you get the 10 of Cups in the near future. I do feel like you're waiting for this other person, this other piece, something else that you're waiting externally to come in and bring you that happiness. You're stable, you're good where you're at, but you want more. It's like you want the love, you want the happiness from somebody else. So that is what I have for you, Sag. I hope this reading helped and resonated. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you here next week.